Hi, it's Daniel Hill here, and in this 60-second video I'm going to explain what is hotspotting. So sometimes you will get overwhelmed, you'll become overworked, exhausted, tired, you become too busy, you'll lose focus, and you'll find yourself under stress and strain from general workload really. And what can happen is the feeling of overwhelm can start to kick in. This is when you feel stressed, your body starts to heat up, you can feel your heart rate pacing, you just feel under a hell of a lot of pressure, perhaps unnecessarily. One of the objectives in dealing with overwhelm is to regain focus. So when you're productive, you get on the tracks, you stay on the tracks, you're a performance athlete when it comes to being productive. Every now and again you'll get a curveball, so a deal will fall over, you'll have an internal issue, you'll have turnover in the team, something will throw you off course and you'll become overwhelmed. And what you need to do is get back into the clarity to figure out what to do and when to do it. So if you feel overwhelmed, the first thing to do is establish what is the actual problem. And I guarantee you that the overwhelm that feels like this is actually, when you boil it down, due to something that's very, very small and very, very easy to process. So what we do is separate we want to see the wood from the trees and find out what's actually happening. So what we want to do is remove panic with planning and remove chaos with clarity. And in this video, we're going to look at hotspotting as a way to remove chaos with clarity. At any one time, there's never any more than three. This pen's not fantastic. There's never more than three core priorities that command your focus. So if you get a piece of paper, draw 3 circles on. These are your hotspots. And then what you do is have a think, what are the 3 highest priority things that you need to be dealing with at the moment? So if you own multiple companies, it might be right, multi-let requires my focus, portfolio builder requires my focus, and property entrepreneur requires my focus. If you have, for example, a team, it might be that you've got a project that's running over, or a sales campaign that needs to be delivered, or new team members that need to be onboarded. Find out what the 3 highest priority things are and then jot those down. So the first might be marketing campaign. The second might be recruitment. You might have a gap in the team. And the third might be finance. You might have a deal that you need to raise some capital for. And then look at those and be really, really committed that they are actually this is much longer than a 60-second video, by the way. When you look at those, you'll realise that, look at those and consider them and try and ascertain, are they actually the 3 key focus areas? And if they are, that becomes your 3 priorities. They're your 3 hotspots, and that lets you see the wood from the trees. It removes a lot of the chaos and replaces it with a bit of clarity. So it's like, right, actually, I've got those 3 things that need dealing with. They're the most important. And then what you do is underneath, right, for each one, this pen's really not great at all. For each one, write down what do I need to do in order to achieve this. So if it was marketing, it might be draft the campaign, plan the social media, order a branding pack, and that might be what's required for the marketing campaign. For recruitment, it might be write the job description. I mean, this sounds basic, but trust me, this will, when you feel overwhelmed and stressed, this will get you out of it. It's mainly this is a summer activity really. Recruitment, write the JD, write the job description, list, shortlist, interview, excellent. And then finance, right, so you've got a deal, you need to raise some finance, so it might be write prospectus. So write your prospectus, publish to database, shortlist clients. And then what you've got is the 3 priorities, and then underneath them, each of the things that needs to be done to achieve that. And then the last job is looking at all of that, 3 primary objectives, 3 priorities, and then the tasks underneath them. And then in priority order, because some of it will be done at different times, write numbers next to them. So right, what's the most important thing out of all of these to do first? Right, the most important thing, because it will take ages, I need to list the job description, because that will take a while. If I do that now, it will take 3 or 4 days to get enough applicants in. 1, I'm going to do that first. 2nd, I need to be getting that appraisal done for the portfolio or for for a deal. 4th could be the draft. 3rd or 4th could be draft the campaign. 5th, 6th, 7th. and that'll give you your 3 priorities, your individual tasks for each one, and then the order to do it in. And then all you have to do is get your head down and just be disciplined. So like, right, 1, do 1, and then physically scratch it out. So 1, write job description, done, excellent. 2, I need to publish the appraisal for this fundraising opportunity. 2, done it, excellent, scribble it out. 3, draft marketing campaign, scribble it out. And when you do that, it will remove the majority of the overwhelm, just from allowing you to see the wood from the trees. And I do this all the time. If I feel overwhelmed, I'll get my journal, go somewhere like the barber's or to a cafe or a hotel, and just sit there, hotspot, figure out what's my top 3 priorities, write the to-do list, prioritise them in order, and then just get my head down and work through it. And well, I was going to say 9 times out of 10, but pretty much every time I hotspot, it overcomes that problem. So if you've not done it before, not heard of hotspotting, that's what hotspotting is, with very terrible handwriting and a very average pen. 3 circles, 3 focus points, list of each you want to do underneath, prioritise them by the order in which you want to do them, get your head down, be disciplined, get through them, and then cross them out as you go, and maybe work by reward as well. Do 90-minute stints. At the end of each 90-minute stint, get yourself a drink or go out for a bit of fresh air or watch a YouTube video. This whole thing's a game. The whole thing about discipline and motivation and productivity, it's all a huge game. You just need to know how to master it. On the Property Entrepreneur channel, there are some other videos about focus and strategy and productivity and becoming a high productive performance athlete. Have a look at those, hope they're of value, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.